Hey guys, Bill, Bourbon Professor. The Game of Thrones. And I never watched it. I've seen an episode or two, but I think you guys missed a house. So you had all those from Diageo, and maybe that's why you missed this one right here, because it's not a Diageo product. But you're kind of missing out on, I think, the best redneck house in the Game of Thrones. Maybe that's why you missed it, because it's not royalty. I don't know. There you go. This bottle is pretty inexpensive. And it's way, for what I give for it, it shouldn't be this good. I'm gonna admit, it should not be this good. It is a 40%er. It's a blend. I guess I could put my glasses on and read the label about the blend. I might do that in a bit. It's fruity. It's floral. It was $18. Actually, I found another one even bigger than that was the same money. Maybe it was $15. It was well under 20. Yeah. What were those what were those Diageo's releases going for? I saw some that were way up there. Now, is it as good as one of those? No, I'm not going to say that it is. But it also was not near as much money either. So, at under 20 bucks? Yeah. So it's a 40%er. So I already know, because I've already had a little bit of it. Right? It's a little thin. It could use a little more ABV. That's accomplished. That can be accomplished by a splash of something else, which I might do in a minute. So, like I said, fruity, a little bit floral. Let's go in for a taste. Cheers, guys. Oh man, I'm gonna try this blind against something else, because I really think, other than being able to tell it's at a 40%er, I really think this kind of could stand its ground against a lot of things for somebody at my level of whiskey appreciation. You know, somebody that's way up here, maybe not so much. But for a sub $20 bottle, I would say pick this up on site and give it a try. I think I like this better than Monkey Shoulder. Maybe that's what I need to try it blind against, because I think Monkey Shoulder is right at 40. Oh look. Yeah, it's buried. So, House of Stewart. Alright, let's get down to the label here. My young man eyes. So, a blend of Highland and Lowland, Islay and Speyside whiskeys, aged for 36 months. So, you know what, 3-year-old, got a little bit of everything, and, you know, not really much of a bottle. I really want to make fun of the whole Game of Thrones thing, but if the whiskey was horrible, I really would, since it's House of Stewart. But it's kind of too good to just make fun of. Like I said, is it going to knock your socks off? No, it's not going to do that. Is it this bottle? No. But I can buy a whole lot of this for what I get for that. So, and I don't drink this every day. I don't feel guilty about drinking this every day. Yeah. Pretty good for, like I said, under 20 bucks. Now you're going to find this, if you find this in your local store, I'm sure it's going to be on the bottom shelf. And it's got a screw top. Yeah. It's a screw top. Screw top scotch. Hey, you know, don't turn your nose up at it. Might be good. All right, folks. I want to kind of give a little bit of a wrap up to this whiskey, this House of Stewart. Like I said, kind of wanted to make fun of the Game of Thrones, the whole House of Stewart, but so you know, there kind of was a complaint, if you will. I mean, bear with me. It's not really a complaint, but the only thing I can say against this bottle of whiskey is it was thin at 40%. So my crazy brain starts, well, what if I added this and did this and did this? And so I did. I would pour, say, a 1 ounce, 1 ounce a little bit, about that's probably a little less than an ounce there. So pour a little bit, and then just a tiny splash of something else, and this whiskey took that so well. I was it kind of amazed me that this was such a good base for that. I used Abel-Arabuna, Glenfarclas 105, a GlenDronach 12, and then finally, yep, the Glenlivet Enigma was the last one I did. And I think the only one that was maybe it took a little more was maybe the GlenDronach 12, and that was only because of the ABV. Of course, the other ones, that I mentioned, are at higher ABV. So it still turned that into a sherry bomb with that GlenDronach. Don't get me wrong, and all of them were good in their own way. And I would not want to venture a guess as to which one would I think was better. They all stood up well, added to this, or yeah, I guess that'd be the way to say that. So this is the Enigma. So is it as good as the Enigma straight out of the bottle? No. I'm not going to go that route. I'm not going to say that about any of them. But to take something that was so inexpensive, I mean, this bottle right here amazes me. So another good close-up of the label, right? Look at how many of these anti-thievery tags are on here. There's 3 of them. 3 of them. And this was at like a gas station liquor store. It's a plastic bottle. Tax and all. $20.13. And they've got this much anti-thievery on it. Okay. So when I went to playing with this mix, blend, whatever, and it was only one at a time. I never did add more than one. And it was always literally probably half of a teaspoon at most, and that would have been heavy on it. It just didn't take a whole lot for this whiskey right here to get elevated to something close to what I was adding to it. This other one, while it was down here, I added probably an ounce of the Abel-Arabuna, and it is wonderful. It smells like the Abelard. Sherry bomb, not a sherry bomb. So, oh God, these things are just so good like this. So here's a takeaway that I would say, what I would recommend that you take away from this video. If you've got some lower end Scotch like this, and I'm sure there's other ones, and this was my first truly inexpensive bottle, and the only reason I bought it was because it was House of Stewart. I was gonna kind of poke a little fun at the Game of Thrones because, well, why not? I mean, because I'm not a big fan, but I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. If you get your feelings hurt over that, then you need to toughen up. But, so, you know, you still have to buy a bottle of those that I mentioned to be able to add them to this. But if you don't want them to go away as fast, and you got something like this, it's sure going to make either one of these last a whole lot longer. So with that, do a little experimentation. I think I've rambled on long enough. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for taking out the time of your day to put up with me. Thanks for all that good YouTube stuff, and cheers. We'll catch you next time. I'm drinking some, yeah, Redneck House. The Redneck House sure does play well with others, I'll tell you that. Cheers. Back to this one. Yeah. Alright.